Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I am our banner pilot, and welcome to December. By the way, it is quite the start to the month. Things are pretty good. Work's been keeping me busy. It's kind of a good thing and a bad thing, but I won't elaborate on that. Right now, I'm here to play games with you guys, so let's go ahead and jump on in. Load up that game. Which it was this one. Air Force Base. We are finally getting toward the end of this game. If we beat it tonight, I don't think we will, but if we do, there is a game that I will be showing off next Saturday night, or whenever this video shows up for you guys. But I'll tell you about that in a minute. 10/22/97. From the halls of the Vatican to the runways of truth, we are there, at the place called Climax and the time called now. When it's done, let the gods sort it out. Well, hopefully we don't get messed up too badly in here. So essentially this is an Air Force base. I don't think there's any unarmed people here. Oh, I guess there is one. But don't let that fool you. This is still, like, definitely one of the more dangerous areas in the game. There are armed forces everywhere. So we're going to use a bit more heavy weaponry in this. Just to keep it safe. Oh boy. Gonna make good use of the barrels and stuff. And try not to get shot by too many rocket men. Hold on one sec. I want to try something real quick. Okay, cool. I wanted to see if turning the volume down on my headset would affect the audio of this. I came across a weird issue getting the sound to come on OBS, so kind of just throwing caution to the wind, making sure that I don't mess it up. I like to do these in just makes my life a little bit easier. The weapon that I'm using right now is the automatic shotgun. Very handy, by the way. As you can see, it just mows down your enemies. You gotta be careful though, because it runs out of ammo really fast. So I'm using it pretty liberally, but in other levels I definitely wouldn't. Just so long as you're keeping an eye out for ammo and stuff, which it looks like there's a lot of ammo out here, so I'm not too concerned. But yeah, for the most part, it's just causing mayhem, trying to survive in this this Air Force base. That is like perfect timing. So all these guys are gonna run out, and they're all gonna catch on fire, except for that one. He lives this time. Oh, fun, or cool little tip. If you're doing like the execution moves and stuff, where you hit X and that shows them like doing that finishing shot on them, well, I guess it doesn't really matter in this one because he's a machine gun. But I think in Redux he uses whatever gun that you're using, or whatever gun that you have equipped at that time of the execution. Oh, there's the civilian. And when he does it, it doesn't use up ammo from that gun. So, you know, pretty much a free shot. We're gonna go ahead and do something special with this guy. Since Christmas is around the corner, might as well cook up the next bird. Sorry, I don't have my headphone, or I don't have my volume for this game up, so if that was kind of annoying, I apologize. I know that some of the sound effects in this are pretty annoying at times. I think those flames caught on that helicopter and it shot the missiles out. I don't know what happened there. But, yeah, this is pretty much end game at this point. In the original Postal, I think this was the very last level. But we have like 6 more levels, I think, after this. They involve the Super Postal levels, which were, you know, some of them were released as, you know, just bonus material for like the expansion. There's 2 of them that were released only in Japan. I don't know the entire story of them off the top of my head, but yeah, there's some extra levels in this release, so pretty neat. We got 8 more targets left. Might as well pick up some ammo too. Unfortunately, I used up all my my flamethrower ammo, but I'm not too concerned. This is the most enemies that you're gonna come across that you have to take care of. So feel free to be a little more liberal with your use of ammo, I guess. Because at this point, I think every other level after this is pretty much just every level after this is just going to be like civilian levels and stuff. Well, I mean, there's going to be armed forces and stuff in each level that you go into, but most of the enemies you're going to be facing are civilians. By the way, the rockets that I'm using in the rocket launcher at the moment are homing rockets. So there's 2 different ones that you can get. These ones are the ones that you really want to use. Either one works, but I feel like it's more beneficial to have one that just homes in on your enemies. Makes quick work of them and stuff, so. Unless it goes straight to the fire. I don't know what's going on there. Well, those missiles just ran out too, so. There we go. Normal rockets. They'll go straight ahead, so you don't need to worry about any of them missing target. Wow. I don't know where that guy came from. I think he came from the roof. Oh yeah, they do come from the roof. That's weird. I like never noticed that before. Wait, where did they come from? Oh, I thought there'd be another one. Oh, there he comes. Uh-oh. I glitched him out. Oh, never mind, they were just stuck on fire. Apparently you can't catch him on fire. I'm gonna go ahead and switch. They're also apparently really strong too. We got 3 more hostiles. One of them's withering. He wasn't. Every time they come out of the building, by the way, it adds to the population count. So just keep that in mind. But I'm not too concerned. It's just a matter of hunting down the last few. Technically, you can go ahead and leave this area, because once you hit the 90% killed rate, you know, you're pretty much good to go and do whatever you need to do. But again, I'm going for that 100% run through, so yeah. The only problem is that last one is always a pain in the butt to find, because they're usually hiding somewhere out of reach. Or not out of reach, they're just in some place that I can't see them at. Like behind buildings and stuff. It's just annoying. But it is what it is. Anywho, talking about next week's playthrough, I think I'm gonna go back to Halo. I know that, you know, I need to get back to Silent Hill 2 and Metroid Prime 2. Give me a little more time on those ones. I'm not quite ready to jump back into those. And this one's kind of or this weekend coming up is going to be kind of a special occasion because as of for those of you who don't know, Halo Reach was released on PC this week, and me and the guys, we've been playing it a butt ton. So, that definitely takes priority. I'm gonna see if I can get them to join. They probably won't, but we'll see. But yeah, I definitely want to showcase that, show what kind of stuff they've done to the game engine and stuff like that. Show off how good it runs now. Because if you're anything like me, you own an Xbox One. And if you own an Xbox One, you probably are aware that Halo Reach, the original Halo Reach, is backwards compatible on the Xbox One. It's great, but it runs at a terrible frame rate compared to playing it on a 360. Maybe that's how it was on the 360 and I've just adapted to it, but I don't know. I remember it looking a lot better than that, or playing a lot better than that. I don't know where this guy is. We're gonna give it like a couple more minutes just looking around for him. If I can't find him, he's probably not worth my time. But, yeah, Halo Reach, definitely the next game I want to play through and stuff. It's kind of neat, because it feels like I'm playing a whole new game. I mean, essentially it's just it's the same game, just on a compilation of Halo games. So, nothing too special, but, it is something kind of neat. Takes me back to 2010. Okay, I don't know where this guy is. And he hasn't shot at me either. So, I bet you he's out here. Probably just hiding in the corner, doing absolutely nothing just to waste my time. Or not, maybe he's not here at all. See, this is the only gripe I have about some of these levels. There's just some areas where, you gotta run around and check everywhere just to complete it all off. Yeah, I'm gonna do one more sweep around. If I can't find him, then well, I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. These are casual game playthroughs, so if I miss something, I'm not too upset. Still is kind of nice, though, to be able to go through an entire game and get everything, though. Who the heck is he? It's gonna bug the snot out of me. It's like one guy. I wonder if it's referring to me. I know, like, in the last level, technically, the last level, it'll show that there's one hostile left in the entire area, and that is actually you. But it's for story purposes, so we'll get to that point eventually. I wonder if he's in there. Well, now we gotta wait, but, he's probably in there. I'm gonna run around, catch him on fire if I can. Or not. Maybe he's just not there. Maybe he's chilling out in one of the buildings. Probably in, yeah, I give up. I don't know where this guy is. I am gonna go get more health, though. Maybe I'll pop up out of one of these. It really just blows, though. My plans have been foiled again. Oh, well. That was the Air Force Base, though. We'll go ahead and skip over to the next one. Apparently I didn't pick up any help. I don't know what all that's about. Oh, there we go. I guess that one doesn't count. Oh, never mind. It filled me up. Yeah, we'll go ahead and jump over to the next level. Should be yeah, it's the easy mark. So these are the super levels. These are where, you know, the expansion came into play and stuff. They're not so much related to the story, they're just kind of extras. I figured I'd go through them just to show them off. These are just more for fun. But anyway, Easy Mart. January 20th, 1998. Watch for falling prices, falling employees, falling customers, incoming missiles, and blood puddles. Definitely sounds like retail.
You don't sell Postal?
Yeah, so basically it's the layout of like a Walmart. You know, if you're sensitive to this kind of stuff, I would definitely turn off the video now. But, you know, it's just how the game is. But yeah, the whole thing is just a giant run-through of, nice retail store setting. I morbidly find it kind of funny because, like, just working in retail, you know, back in the day, I definitely could see somebody having a blast with this level because, like, you don't always have a great day at work. But you know, you're not always gonna have a great day at work, and sometimes, you know, this is. I would definitely say this has been a pretty popular level with me and some of the guys that I used to work with. Mainly because it's first of all it's funny, and secondly it's definitely it definitely takes the edge off of the day. Although let's be real, I don't think our store's gun section was that pretty. But yeah, so I do not endorse violence against I do not endorse the violence against you know, stores or anybody for that matter. Again, this is all just good fun. It's only a game at the end of the day, so if you take that out of context, then, you know, clearly you're missing the point, so. That guy just... oh, never mind, he was hiding.
What? You don't sell Postal?
But yeah, pretty straightforward. This is definitely one of the faster levels too, because there's not a whole lot to, everything's pretty much laid out. No one's really gonna hide from you or anything like that. Check that out. All the hostiles are gone. The only two enemies left are the two civilians there. So, yeah, like I said, pretty fast level. Not much to it. Just kind of a novelty. Black Friday was rough. Goodness. Anywho, next level. Shantytown. January 22nd, 1998. The earth is thirsty. It also seems to have soiled itself. That was a weird one to read. But anyway, obviously catering back to the first level. Or referencing the first level. I don't remember this one too much. Kind of reminds me of the construction yard, though. Definitely reminds me of the construction yard. But yeah, again, just kind of, everything's kind of just laid out for you. Just a lot of people you gotta mow down and stuff in this area. Well, not that many compared to like the Easy Mart. Easy Mart just has them like all right there at the beginning. Probably just a way to ease the player back into the action and stuff. You can see that there's a couple new character models and stuff in these levels. Nothing too different. Though.
Die like the dog you are.
Anywho, going back to next week's stream, I think if I can get some of the guys to join me on it. Apparently Google is sorry about that. Yeah, so if I can get the guys to join me and stuff, we'll probably play through some of the campaign or whatever. If not, I'm totally okay with just going through it on my own. When the other Halo games come out on PC, because they come out, or they're coming out like slowly but surely, I definitely plan to go through all the Halo games again. I definitely am not against playing games over again. So I'll definitely be playing through Halo again and again. I'd definitely love to go through Silent Hill 1 a couple times. But that one's a given because that one has more replay value to it, because there's bonus endings that you can go. With Halo, essentially you're playing the same game over again, and I guess the same could be said about Silent Hill. The difference would be the outcome. But Silent Hill, or Halo, I have no problem going through it, even if there is no difference in endings or whatever. But I definitely want to show off how they play and how they feel on a PC compared to Xbox. So I might do a Halo marathon soon enough. Oh wow, everybody's dead now. It happened really fast. I want to get that armor before we continue though. But yeah, so I'll definitely be going through just the Master Chief Collection on PC now that it's available. That being said, I might go ahead and jump to a Halo marathon and kind of sprinkle in the Silent Hill 2 playthrough and Metroid Prime 2 playthroughs as well, just so, you know, I can appease the people that were watching before. Anywho, real quick, next level. Earthquake, January 21st, 1998. I'm pretty sure it was the 22nd before. The Earth was hungry, so it ate some people. That's a pretty accurate way of putting an earthquake. A weird kind of way. Anywho, again, you know, a lot of people just kind of spread out all in front of you. There's a lot more places to hide in this level, though, so it takes a little bit longer. But no biggie. Ooh, that was pretty good. But yeah, I'll be going back to Silent Hill 2 and Metroid Prime 2. Just want to get that video of Reach started. I might not even go through the campaign. I might just do like a night of just multiplayer gaming and stuff with the guys. That's usually what we end up doing. But I'll have to take a look and see. That might be a special video for more mature audiences. I don't know how filtered my friends would be in that video. Not to say that they can't control themselves, but I wouldn't want to censor them that way anyway. It's just unfair to them, so. It's one of my big things. I don't think censorship is very cool. I mean, I guess there's a time and a place for it, but like, I don't like it when videos and stuff are censored because it offends someone or whatever. I mean, unless it's something like, you know, something that, I guess if it involves like children getting harmed or whatever, then I definitely have no problem with censorship there. But everything else, though, that's just me. Oh, I thought the game froze. Oh, I got an achievement. bills to pay, huh? Shame we can't go in there. Buy some nice hairstyles. I want to point this out, by the way. That looks like a really lousily done 2D image right there. It just, I don't know, it kind of looks like something out of a NES game or whatever. Looks kind of pixelated there. Maybe it's just me. We have 5 targets left, unless there's people that come out of buildings. Cool thing about this level, though, is that you can go over here, and sometimes there's people then. Actually, yeah, the rest of them should be here. Blow up those barrels, hopefully. There we go. Oh, not another ostrich. I'm kind of tired of killing ostriches. It was funny at first, but, yeah, my heart goes out to all the ostriches that I've, brutally massacred. It says that there's one more here. Oh, there he is. Well, actually. Oh, it's her. And that does it for this level. Well, after I finish them. There we go. Perfect censorship, by the way. Anywho, next level. The Palomino Resort. Oh, La Palomino Resort. Did someone say they've fallen and can't get up? Oh, and it's January 23rd, 1998. So this one, this one's kind of dumb. So it's a retirement community, but in this level there are pools and stuff, and I guess some of the old people here like swimming around in the nude, I guess. Yep, there they are. Don't worry, it's nothing too graphic. It's all pixelated and stuff. I don't know why that ostrich came out of there, though. There's some weird stuff around there. I think we might actually beat the game. You know, I'll keep playing. If there's a level after this, we'll see. I think we still have, like, the Japanese exclusive levels, too, though. Kind of weird that they have a turret in the middle of a retirement community and stuff. Actually, it might not even be a retirement community. It might just be just a community. I can't let the nudity through. Well, what this game considers nudity. Nah, there ain't no nudity. It's just pixelated stuff. So there's some nifty bloomers, though. That was the saddest thing I ever had to do right there. As far as this game goes. I feel bad. Sorry, old man Jenkins. Artwork in this level is kind of funny. I like the little butt cheeks on the little angel statue up there. Let's be real, butts are kind of funny. Or at least they are to me. What else is there to say? In regards to the level, as you may have already noticed, wow, she clipped through that thingy. It's pretty straightforward. Again, you know, it's mostly just open areas, not a whole lot of places to hide, just a lot of people that you gotta take care of. Yeah, it's mostly just played for laughs, mostly because of the nudists running around. Only male nudists, too. What I'm doing, I need to switch to a better one. Ooh, that could have been bad. Oh no, something better golf club.
My balls!
I got another. Oh, I got a flag. I don't know what's going on there. I don't think there's anything I can do with it specifically, but that's kind of neat. Run around with the flag. It says we have 2 hostiles left, so let's see where they're at. Oh, wow. They're hanging on. And that was everybody. I don't know what to do with the flag, but, yeah. Stick it in the exhaust pipe of this car or something. Oh, look at the flag animation. That's actually kind of neat. I know that there's bonus levels or bonus stages that you can do in, I guess, the bonus area or whatever. I don't remember what it's called, but there's like challenge levels that you can do where you've got to like protect a flag, or you can only shoot people when you're standing still or whatever. It's kind of weird, but it's neat, and the flag is definitely in one of those. I think there's like a capture the flag mode or something. But anyway, Tokyo 10/20/99. Watch the river. I can't see that. Oh, watch the river run, flowing with bubbling blood. The end. It is near. Oh, this is a really long one. This map is huge too. Hopefully, you know, I think we'll go ahead. I think we'll beat the level tonight. Or, I think we'll beat the game tonight. So, I'm not too worried. We got, like, all the ammo in the world right now, too. Plus, there's ammo scattered all over this level, too. But anywho, this is the Japanese, or was the Japanese exclusive level. You'll see that there's special character models and stuff based off of, I guess, Japanese. That person is glitching it like no other way. But yeah, you'll see like the little schoolgirl skirts and stuff on some of the characters and all that. Kind of neat. Makes these levels a little more unique. Not sure if the voices are different. I don't have my volume up, so if they are different, I apologize for that. But you guys can hear these. Those are some of the strongest turrets I've ever shot at. That was a little dumb, but whatever. Oh, I missed it. Oh, well, probably got somebody with that. Anywho, definitely trying to get through this level as fast as I can. I think there's one more level after this. That turret, I'm surprised it's not shooting at me. Probably can't go all the way around there, so... just the wrong time to come out of there. Oh, and I just chose a bad weapon to shoot.
I like it hot.
I need to get me a mouse with, that was a very, very dirty image up there. I need to get a mouse with, more buttons on it. I prefer a mouse with, like, well, I prefer a mouse that has, like, multiple buttons on the side of it, so I can switch between weapons and stuff like that. I think it makes games like this a lot easier, so... I hate using, like, number keys and stuff on the keyboard. Nobody down here. I always want to make sure you check down there, by the way, or just in spots like that. Because you never know. There's usually something stupid just chilling out down there. I don't understand that. They're so strong sometimes. I will give credit where it's due for this level, despite how many enemies you have to go through and stuff, because it gets into like the hundreds, or not the hundreds, but it goes well over the hundred at this level. The artwork for this level, I really love how this this area looks. I almost wish they'd have added like a K-pop song or something to the background or whatever. Well, I guess K-pop wouldn't be right. It would be more J-pop or whatever. Something to make it a little more exciting. I'm getting destroyed over here. There are so many hostiles on the ground. I think I might get killed in this level. Ooh, okay. I saw the turret and I'm like, oh no, that's gonna shoot something bad at me. Okay, that didn't. When in doubt, just shoot missiles like nobody's business. Oh, that did hit him. That's an auto shotgun. Maybe not. I do have a complaint about some of the level though. Like this area right here, I never would have known those guys were there had it not been for like the little peek out of the one character's head. Ooh, that scared me. I don't like when the character throws his gun. Oh, that poor ostrich. Yeah. Okay, I guess this level doesn't have that much ammo. Or maybe I'm just not moving around enough. I gotta be careful though, because if I move around too much, I never know what's around the corner. And also with my volume down, it's a little bit harder for me to determine what's out there. But if I keep my volume up, then I get distracted because the volume's so loud. Unlike, well, let's say I crank my volume up to the first notch. My volume goes just straight through the roof for this game. Specifically this game. And it's just because the volume for the music and stuff. Especially in the main menu music. It's so loud and obnoxious. I mean, it sets the mood for the game, don't get me wrong. I enjoy it, but like when I'm doing videos and stuff like that. What was that? That is oh no! It was a mine. I didn't even know that was a thing. Well, we gotta do that all over again. Man, I'm sorry guys, that was lame. I didn't know they could drop mines like that. Wow, that totally caught me off guard. Oh man. I mean, on the plus side, when you die, it starts you off with everything that you had when you started the level initially. But, still, it kind of sucks that I have to start over again. But, whatever. That just adds to the challenge. It's merely a slap. Or, it's merely like a slap on the wrist for your death and stuff. No biggie. I want to be able to complete this tonight, though, because it would be really cool if I completed this, and then we could just move on to the next game next week. As much as I love Postal, I am definitely feeling up to playing another game at the moment. Quite a lot of games recently. I've also been doing like a lot of modding and stuff for gaming. I modded my PS2. I think I told you guys about it last time, but if not, I modded my PS2 so that it could use what's it called? SATA hard drive. So back in the day, you know, for hard drives and stuff, you could hook up a hard drive to your PS2 if you had like a network adapter, and what that did was it allowed you to save bigger game files and stuff. Like, I think it was mostly used for Final Fantasy X, but you could still use that to like save your game progress for that game. I think that was all that it was used for, though. But nowadays, there's exploits that you can utilize to basically install game ISOs to it. So you can have like your whole excuse me, got the indigestion. You can install your entire like PS2 library onto that hard drive and play your games digitally that way. It improves the load times of the games and stuff like that. It just makes it a lot. It makes it easier to jump into games and stuff. It's not without its faults, for sure. It has its moments where certain games don't want to work, or you know, your games didn't copy onto the computer right or whatever. Sorry. So, you know, it has its faults, but when you do get them working and stuff, it's great. The load times are amazingly faster than just running them off of the disc. So much fun. I definitely recommend. I'm not falling for that again. I definitely recommend doing that mod if you're into like the PS2 library and stuff. Just makes your life easier. And as a collector, you know, I still want to get like the physical copies of games and stuff, but I want to be able to preserve those copies as well. So, you know, having a digital version of those games, it definitely makes those games last. So, yeah. I gotta be careful because I don't want to die again. I don't know how much damage those things do either. There's mines all over this place. I thought it was just over there, but whatever. We're down to our last 19 people in the area. That guy looked like he had a really good gun. Turrets and stuff too.
Only my weapon understands me.
Yeah, I got a rocket launcher. There we go. Very thankful that none of them have had to shoot like rockets at you or whatever. Rockets, I've probably already talked about this, but rockets are definitely the worst weapon to go against in the game. Because you have to duck under them in order to keep yourself from, you know, keeping yourself from getting hit over and over again. Because they just launch them one after another, and yeah, that damage like stacks up pretty quick. So, you know, unless you're ducking, but usually, you know, in my case, I always forget that I can duck, so I never bother with it, and I end up just taking shot after shot until eventually it forces me to do it. That guy had a rocket, but whatever. Fortunately, he had a bunch of health just lying around. We are down to our last 3 enemies. Ooh, that could have been bad. I saw one over there. That's the civilian. Unless there's like a building with more people in it. I'm not too concerned. If I don't come across like the building where they come out of and stuff, I'm just gonna assume that they're not in the game. Or that they're not in the level. So, you know, I'm not too worried in that regard when it comes comes to 100%ing the game. But anywho, that is everybody. So, I don't know what the last, or I don't know if this was the last level or not. I'm hoping that it was. We'll hit F1. Osaka, so it's not. The footprint you see, Godzilla has formed for you. Your city laid waste. 10/20/1999. This should be the last level. And oh my gosh, there's so many people on this level. There's naked guys running around too. And another ostrich. Alright. Yeah, so sorry if you guys like the shorter videos and stuff. This one's definitely going to be a little bit longer. But I want to make sure that I get done with this tonight. I should really check the time too. Hold on a sec. Okay. Unfortunately, it's like really late over here, so I'm trying to get through with it as fast as I can. You might see me stop and save every now and then. If I do, it's just as a precaution, just so I can jump back to where I was and not make that mistake where I get killed by something. I just didn't see. Man, I'm getting hungry too. Anywho, Osaka's just another Japanese exclusive level. Was a Japanese exclusive level, but they're all basically cities based in Japan. Kinda neat. Alright, let's see if we can do it. And again, good artwork on the building and stuff. There are a lot of people shooting at me though. Oh my goodness, there's so many people. And the barrels are stronger too, goodness gracious. Forever to take that. This one doesn't seem too bad. It's definitely not as easy to hide as it was in the Tokyo level, so that's kind of nice. Sorry, got kind of quiet there. Just kind of focusing on getting everybody taken care of. I don't really have a whole lot left to say. I mean, apart from, actually, no, I don't really have a whole lot to say. I apologize, too, because, like last time, I had a lot to talk about and stuff. I mean, yeah, it wasn't really game-related or whatever, but I still got to talk a little bit about stuff. I guess I could talk about Shenmue again. Still not planning on buying it anytime soon. It is tempting, because it's still a Shenmue game at the end of the day, but like I said last time, I'm willing to wait for an Xbox release later down the road. And if not, well, that's just going to be a game that I'm just going to have to watch on YouTube. Essentially, that's the only reason I play those. Well, no, I play it for, I don't just play it for story. I also play it for little arcade sections and stuff. Because Shenmue 1, which is the one that I'm more familiar with, it has a little spot in the game called Use Arcade. Oh, snap. Which has games like Hang On and Space Harrier in it, which is super cool. I really like the little addition of the arcade games and stuff. It makes sense too, because the guy who made Shenmue worked on those games back in the day. So, but I really like that feature because Outrun has never seen like a home release except on like Master System. But unfortunately, Master System isn't too popular in America. Oh, wow, those people are just kind of standing there watching it. Or watching me do all this. Oh, now they're starting to disperse. Oh, please don't go too far. But, yeah, it doesn't really have much of a home release, I would say. Which is kind of disappointing. I mean, I know that Super Hang On was definitely the better game. By the way, in case you don't know what Hang On or Super Hang On is, basically it's a motorcycle racing game. It's not so much about placing like first, second, third, or fourth, or whatever place you come in at. It's mostly about just getting from point A to point B. If you've played games like Rad Racer, it's pretty much the same premise. The only difference is Outrun, or not Outrun, sorry. Hang On is an arcade game originally. So when you'd go into the arcades, basically you would you'd sit on this like motorcycle thing, and you'd lean left and right to turn your motorcycle, which was really neat. It made you feel like you were actually riding a motorcycle. Not all versions of the arcade cabinet did that, but the one that really mattered definitely did it. And there's other motorcycle games that do that, but Hang On, I feel, was the one that did it best. I think it was also the first one to do it. Real quick, let's go ahead and jump to the next level. Oh, this is the last quote-unquote level. The elementary school. 10/23/97. The hive has been cleansed. The source of the corruption has been corked, laid in a body bag, and dragged to the outskirts of existence. Now, before you click out of this video thinking that we're going to shoot up the school, that is not the case, which pretty much, spoils the entire thing. As you can see, none of these characters, which are depicted as children, I guess, are hurt by our weapons at all, as you can see. This is story-based. I'm actually going to turn up the volume. But basically what's happening is, I think he's just kind of imagining what's going on, and because of that, he's kind of coming to terms with what he's done. See, right there, he had his little mental breakdown. I'm going to be quiet so you can hear the narration and stuff, because it explains everything.
Population pressure and the stress of modern life will cause an increase in violent tendencies. The urban environment is the incubator for all sorts of undesirable behaviors. However much his atrocities disgust us, he may actually consider himself a hero. This is common among those who, in the popular slang, know Postal. In his tortured mind, he may feel that he's battling against impossible odds. It is not unusual for such individuals to believe that the entire fate of the world rests with them. In the end, while subject display all the classic symptoms of paranoid delusion, we may never know exactly what set him off, but rest assured we will have plenty of time to study him.
Anywho, that was Postal. So, basically, if you didn't hear what the doctor was saying, I don't know how loud that was. And you can always look up the end there on YouTube as well. But basically, the doctor is kind of or the postal guy gets sent to a psychiatric hospital or whatever, or a ward. And basically he's being kept in there, kind of locked away from society. All the images that you saw were kind of like distorted, red, black, creepy looking and stuff, kind of like what you'd see in Silent Hill. Basically that's just like the warped reality that he sees or whatever. Or I guess that's what it's depicting, I don't know. But basically the doctor's going over the fact that he's paranoid and I think he's schizophrenic, which is why you hear that deep voice guy talking in the background. That's not the main character talking. The main character you hear every time he gets shot, or you hear him get caught on fire or something like that. His voice is a lot higher pitched. So yeah, basically that last bit just kind of cements the story of our character and explains what goes on with him. But yeah, pretty much that's it. I mean, that was Postal. Not much more to say. I consider it kind of a fun game. I know that some people would consider it in bad taste, and I don't blame them. You know, everybody has their opinion. But I, for one, am pretty open, or pretty open to many different types of games. I'm not too sensitive when it comes to what I see in my games and stuff. I mean, you guys know, I play horror games, all kinds of games. And this just happens to be one of the more unique. By the way, spooky laugh coming up. Oh, not at that time. There's a good thing to read, by the way. The depictions of this game are completely fictional. Note that, because I definitely agree with that. They're completely fictional, and I don't endorse them at all. So. Oh, that laugh is super quiet. Anywho, there you go. That's Postal. But yeah, I for one am pretty chill with whatever game that gets thrown at me. I just prefer certain genres. I play this one because I think it's kind of unique, and it takes risks, considering that it's it can be very, very controversial. All things considered, I mean, we've essentially this game is just like almost like a murder simulator in a way. But I, for one, think it's just kind of a unique game. The gameplay is fun, first of all, so that's one of the reasons why I enjoy it. And also, just the story alone, it's very entertaining and stuff, and it's kind of neat to look at it from that perspective. You know, it's kind of like why Joker did so well. You know, it explores the I hate these demos. It explores the inner psyche of, you know, a crazy person, and you know, I for one think that's a really cool thing to go off of. You know, makes for good plot, makes for a good reason to, you know, have such a controversial game. Yeah, I could go on and on about this game, but this video is going on for too long. Maybe I'll talk about it again at another time. I might even, you know, play Postal 2 down the road soon enough. But for now, I've got to hit the hay. I got a big day tomorrow. So, you guys have a great day, night, whatever, wherever you may be. This has been Postal. I'm your banner pilot. You guys take it easy.